For the past decade, one of the state government's greatest priorities has been to establish Adelaide as a university city, and that appears to have paid dividends last month when it was chosen to host Australia's third private university. International education now pumps more than $1 billion a year into the local economy, and South Australia attracts more than its fair share of international students. As Paul Clarick reports, much of the success is due to Study Adelaide, an agency established by the previous Liberal government.
Just a little bit soy sauce.
I love Adelaide, especially the lovely people here. They're always kind for me, and if you have any trouble in Adelaide, there's always people around you to help you.
Traditional people throw snags or sausages.
So I'm here nearly every Friday to help with the cooking, so it's good, get to know other international students, helping out the society and community of Adelaide, which is really important.
Because volunteering is my way to integrate into the new society, and also my way to make new friends here.
They're far from home and bringing comfort to those who have no home. These students from around the world gather at the Salvation Army headquarters in the city most Fridays. Here they learn to cook for themselves and for Adelaide's homeless.
It's good to have another point of view on the society of Adelaide, because it's not just like at university you just talk to people who are well set off, but it's good to have a chat to people who are less fortunate than you are.
This is one of a number of programs established by Study Adelaide, the local body set up to bring international students to South Australia.
We have started this project last 2 years now, and it's going very well. And I do cooking every month, so we teach them Indian cooking, whatever they want to learn. And first we cook for homeless people, for 120 people, so I get plenty of volunteers here.
Over the past decade, education has become one of Australia's biggest industries. But in recent years, the high value of the dollar has made studying in Australia more expensive and less attractive. Despite that, South Australia is still holding on to, and in some cases, increasing its market share.
When we were established in 1998, we had about 4,000 international students. Last year, we welcomed a record 34,400 international students. And our numbers over the last 8 years, in 6 of those 8 years, they've grown above the national average.
That approach paid dividends last month when Laureate International, the world's largest chain of universities, announced that Adelaide would be the home of Australia's third private university.
Other states, I'm afraid, just didn't have the commitment that the South Australian government and its public servants had. I used to get telephone calls at 2 o'clock in the morning travelling around the world from people saying, when are you coming back to Adelaide? When are you coming back? Very, very persistent and very professional.
The group, which runs 43 institutions in 20 countries, says it was impressed by South Australia's holistic attitude to attracting students and looking after them once they're here.
You talk about Study Adelaide. When you go and see the other groups around Australia, their equivalent, they don't stack up to the quality of the people who study Adelaide and their commitment. You can really feel that it's palpable, the commitment that they make.
That commitment is also apparent at Adelaide's other 3 universities.
We conduct regular survey, and the International Barometer shows that of all the universities in Australia, the one that would be the most recommended by students, by international students to their friends, is the University of Adelaide. It is a very significant investment. It's not just theirs, it's their parents, it's sometimes their grandparents, and everybody is really investing very, very heavily to give this one child a chance of experiencing and earning a qualification from an Australian university.
How do you remember all?
How you get to know them.
The Showbag Pavilion at the Royal Adelaide Show usually relies on local knowledge. But this year that didn't stop Chinese student Wei Wei Zhu from volunteering her time as a guide.
It's a number 7 just over there.
After 4 years in Adelaide, like many South Australians, she looks forward to the Royal Show and jumped at the chance to be involved.
I nearly graduate and I want to find some experience, and for the show it's like a dream world for the children, and every year you have a show and we just think about what the show will be for the last year or for the next year. Okay, we are excited to be here.
As a potential study destination, Australia does offer advantages over some competitors. Students are allowed to work, or in the case of these students at Glenelg, they can even run their own business.
We've got 4 of us, and we all close friends from the same high school. Now we're living together. So one of my girlfriend is doing accounting course in Adelaide Uni. So she's sort of business related. She thinks that it's a good idea to having a bit of trial on business.
Their cafe has a loyal band of customers who like lending their support.
The food is lovely, and the young people are really, really nice.
You know, like all these other shops here are established, they're not. And that's why I come along. And they are very polite, very friendly people.
And that's also what international students are saying about the people of Adelaide.
I did the research online before I came, and all the comments on the internet, they say Adelaide people is very nice.
I really enjoy here, and when I do the volunteer here, and a lot of people talk to me and do not treat me as an international student. They just want to practice my English and help me to speak more, and I really enjoy here.
International education is now the state's biggest service export, pouring more than $1 billion a year into the South Australian economy. Those at the helm say all South Australians can take credit for the effort.
We're not Sydney, we're not Melbourne. We have to try harder, and I think as long as we continue to support students to deliver an outstanding quality education in a safe and welcoming community, we're going to continue to punch above our weight.
Paul Clarick there.